When it comes to football legends, few have the insight and experience of Paul Scholes, a man who spent 2 decades at the heart of Manchester United's midfield. But what happens when one of United's most iconic players opens up about the club's worst ever signings? Today, we're diving into the shocking comments made by Scholes as he names and shames the Red Devils' most disappointing transfer. Could it be someone from recent years, or a surprising name from the past? Let's get into it. Manchester United's history is filled with unforgettable moments and legendary players. From Eric Cantona to Wayne Rooney, the club has had some of the best signings in football history. But for every success story, there's also a signing that didn't quite work out. During a fan-led debate with Jamie Carragher and journalist David Ornstein, Paul Scholes didn't hold back when asked to name the worst signing in United's history. While some fans pointed fingers at recent acquisitions like Antony, who has struggled to live up to his £85 million price tag since arriving from Ajax in 2022, Scholes decided to dig a little deeper into the past. One of the names he mentioned was Argentine midfielder Juan Sebastian Veron, a talented player who excelled in Europe but never quite found his footing at Old Trafford. But that's not the name that took the top spot in Scholes' list. Surprisingly, Scholes named goalkeeper Mark Bosnich as United's worst ever signing. Bosnich, who arrived at the club after a successful spell at Aston Villa, was described by Scholes as unprofessional and shockingly unable to kick a football. According to Scholes, the Australian keeper struggled so much in training that he would be exhausted after just 3 shots during practice. Even more astonishing, Scholes revealed that Bosnich couldn't even reach the halfway line with his kicks during matches, something that completely went under the radar until it was too late. Bosnich's stint at United was brief and forgettable, and it's clear that Scholes still remembers the frustration of seeing the once promising goalkeeper struggle at one of the biggest clubs in the world. It wasn't just Bosnich's fitness that Scholes criticized. His overall professionalism, or lack thereof, stood out as one of the key reasons why Scholes ranks him as the club's worst ever signing. But the conversation didn't end there. Scholes also highlighted other disappointing signings, like Alexis Sanchez, who arrived at Old Trafford from Arsenal with huge expectations and a massive salary but failed to deliver on the pitch. Sanchez's time at United is often remembered as one of the most high-profile flops in Premier League history. As the debate raged on, Scholes made it clear that value for money and performance on the pitch are crucial when it comes to evaluating signings. And while recent transfers like Antony may not have hit their stride yet, it's the forgotten names like Bosnich who left a lasting impression for all the wrong reasons. Paul Scholes' brutal assessment of Manchester United's worst ever signings gives us a rare look behind the curtain at one of football's greatest clubs. It's a reminder that even the biggest names can make mistakes when it comes to transfers. Whether it's a case of unrealized potential or simply being unfit for the job, these stories are part of what makes football so fascinating. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Scholes' pick for United's worst signing, or do you have someone else in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into football's highs and lows, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Fame Journey for more content like this. Until next time, keep following the journey of fame, both the glory and the missteps.